Before I start this video off, I just want to state for the record that there's gonna be somebody in the audience that is already typing, Muda, you're a conspiracy nut. Muda, get that tinfoil hat off. Well, I'm sorry, the tinfoil hat stays on. Now, a couple days ago, we talked about TikTok. You remember that TikTok? You remember that good old social media application that a lot of security researchers are actually looking into, and it's turning out that, oh my god, it might actually be farming your data? No way! Now, when I made that video, I was very impartial, and I said, listen, alright, if you're gonna blame the Chinese government for hacking into your files and stealing your data, everybody does it, okay? It is what it is. Guess what? You live in a world where your data is the most valuable resource. Now, somebody that has made a lot of content relegating around data protection and data privacy and keeping yourself safe in the new age we live in, where, guess what? People aren't there to steal your wallet. They're there to steal your smartphone because it has everything you could ever have that's super private to you, super personal, all within their fingertips. Now, I don't know if you've been following the news, but ever since the TikTok story came out, every country is literally saying, yo, fuck that China 5G technology. Now, India's outright considering banning it. There's countries, the UK, ban hammers are dropping. Now, if you don't know what this is, 5G technology is the future, okay? Aside from burning human skins off, not really, 5G technology is used to really upgrade the standard of internet that we have. Like, we're talking about speeds faster than Ethernet. We're talking about the fastest speeds with no wires, no fuss, no nothing, just evil microwave technology. And you know what? It's all fine and it's all cool and it's all dandy. But before 5G comes into the market, you got to build them towers. Now, at the end of the day, these towers have to be built by somebody. It's either the States, it's either China. And right now, China definitely has the better 5G technology. It seems like these guys are the ones that are coming out with some of the new towers that are being pitched to the world around. But the United States and a lot of these Five Eyes countries are sort of painting China as a data thief, as people that could use this technology to spy on individuals around the world. And normally I hate getting into the conspiracies, but this is one of those videos where the conspiracy isn't exactly a fucking conspiracy. I'm just gonna state for the record, they're probably harvesting and using your data. Now I know there's people in the audience saying, but I'm not important enough to have my data analyzed. Listen, it's called big data. They analyze everyone as numbers, okay? They utilize mass amounts of data to gather patterns on human beings on multiple parts of the world. You are nothing but a digit and a sample. Alright, so next time somebody tells me, I'm not important enough to have my data stolen, you're right, you're not important enough to have your data stolen, but you're part of a larger sample size. It's how things work, okay? That it is what it is. Now, a lot of people would always like to tell me, Muda, but the Chinese government says they don't steal data. It's all over the news. Well, listen, I'm just gonna state for the record, you smooth brain, why the fuck would they admit to stealing your data? All right, you tell me the answer to that. You tell me right now. We're gonna have a little pause. We're gonna have a dun 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 dun. Guess what? They do. All right, 100. They're never gonna admit to not stealing. What do you want them to outright come out and tell you? Yeah. Anytime the government wants to subpoena your data, they can, and we give all of it to them. Otherwise, they don't let us operate in the country. That's the truth. That's the harsh reality. These are the same people that if the NSA came out today and said, yeah, no, we don't spy on you, they would 100% unequivocally believe it, which is a total lie because the NSA was outright exposed for having an entire program built around spying on American citizens. So guess what? Every country spies on its people. It's just a fucking fact, okay? It is what it is. If your country is part of the first world, they spy on you, all right? If your country's even part of the third world, they spy on you. If you live and breathe in the world, if you have a smartphone, you're being spied on, okay? Every one of you that sits with a tinfoil hat on and says, I'm protecting my data the best I can, yes, there's a certain level to how much you can protect your fucking data. Once you start owning an iPhone or an Android phone or whatever, guess what? Your fucking right to data is lost, okay? You have lost the privilege of privacy at this point, okay? Because once you start carrying around a fucking microphone with you, you've already lost the plot, okay? It is what it is. Now, let's just move on from all of that, okay? China is one of those countries that has a fucking social credit system. If you don't know what a social credit system is, let me just fill the audience in. Basically, if you don't shit, breathe, and piss and eat right in China, okay, you start getting graded, okay? They start handing you a grade. You get a bad grade, good luck trying to progress in society. You're not a good citizen. So it's literally like 1984, George Orwellian, we need you to be a perfect human being, contribute to society type of shit. All right, now to an extent, social credit probably exists on our side of the world too, but over there, they outright just fucking admit it. We're talking about a country that has organ trade harvesting, human rights violations. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's a lot to go wrong. Data harvesting is actually not the biggest concern. But everybody right now is in love with this country, and I wanted to make a video about it because I genuinely care about this topic, and I like covering it. And throughout my years on virus investigations, I've always been painted as a fucking paranoid Alex Jones nut job on this website, which is totally bullshit, okay, 100% garbage, because I am not a conspiracy nuthound. I know that data always gets stolen, and I know going into the future as 5G gets stronger, we have to make a conscious decision of how strong we are against our data being stolen. And the reality is, no matter what side we go to, every single one of them are going to be stealing data. You think if American tech companies don't get involved, they're not going to have a back door to the government where they're assessing data? Fuck no. Of course they're going to be checking. It's literally picking between two big bad evils at this point. But I think going forward, one thing you have to understand is as the world becomes more proprietary, as these technologies start to emerge, do not be surprised that they're going to have built-in hardware taps for all data. So at this point, you're going to have to wonder, listen, if I'm going to head into this world and I really value my privacy, I really value my data, maybe restrict your usage of social networks. Maybe restrict what type of phone you get and get a phone that may not have as many features, but at least guarantees some sort of hardware level privacy. This is the world you got to end up going forward with. China is one of those countries that is outright getting a lot of hate, rightfully so, for a lot of their data services and a lot of their hardware services that they're trying to send across the world. You know, this is a country that right now, at least in Canada, they have a bad relationship with, literally because we jailed their CEO for actually violating international business sanctions, which is a crime, by the way. But, you know, it is what it is. As strong as China gets, and listen, at the end of the day, I love the people, I love everything about China. I've been to the country numerous times. Probably won't be able to go again now that I've made videos like this, but I love the people, I love the place, but their government has outright definitely done a lot of shady things. They're certainly still doing very shady things. And with this technology now starting to hit the pond, I wanted to make this video because it wasn't really about, hey, everybody loves or hates China. It's about this exact technology. It's about 5G. It's about the internet moving forwards. As you all know, the internet has grown exponentially. The internet is like space. It constantly expands. It constantly grows bigger. And as the human population grows bigger, as the need for the internet grows bigger, the actual internet infrastructure grows in massive scope. And 5G is just one extension of it. It's one stage moving forward. But one thing to understand with this technology is the world we live in. This is a world that finally is starting to police the internet as heavily as it can, using machine learning, using artificial intelligence, using a shit ton of moderation, using a shit ton of control. This is the internet moving forward. And it's one of those worlds where I have to ask you the question, how safe and secure is your data? So ladies and gentlemen, without keeping this video over at the whole 10-minute mark, I wanted to just run this by you, keep this going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, take care of your data moving forward. Be careful. This is me, Mutahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. You're being spied on. Be careful. I am out.